first chance of the day to win your way to our takeover coming up at 6:50.
And then they come in here with some insane story about stuffed animals and penis blisters and being in plastic Tupperware, and you expect me to believe a word of it? Well, I don't, and I never will. Yeah.
The Woody Show.
All right. We were talking about the Woody Show Valentine's Day butt plugs that we were selling on our merch store, WoodyShowMerch.com. Sold out. I mean, all 69.
Hot item.
Yeah, hot item. We've been getting some feedback after people have been receiving them in the mail and receiving them otherwise. And then we were wondering because somebody said like their wife got it, gave it to her as a gift, and she said it was a little small. Yeah. And then we were kind of wondering like, how big is, like on average, like how big is your butthole?
Yeah. Isn't it one size fits all?
504 says the human rectum can stretch a maximum of 7 inches before tearing, and a full-size raccoon can fit in a space as small as 4 inches. So you could fit almost 2 full-size raccoons in your ass.
Whoa.
You didn't think you were going to learn that today, did you?
Now you're
Never.
talking our math.
Yeah, and I had said, what's the average size of a rectum? And they gave me like a whole different thing. Somebody said I should ask Siri about sphincter. We'll try that. Hey, Siri, how big in diameter is the average sphincter?
It's about 2 inches long. Your anus has muscle sphincters that manage how poop leaves your body. A sphincter is like a fist that opens and closes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We didn't ask for that, but thank you.
Thanks for that breakdown.
Fist.
Speaking of fists.
Yeah, speaking of fists.
Oh.
All right, what are the trending news headlines this morning, Gregory?
Well, there's an update on the Papa.
How is it, Papa? He sleeping through the night?
Is he good?
Well, his condition is about the same as yesterday. Still has pneumonia, had a slight improvement, but is still considered in critical condition. But he's actually not bedridden. He can still stand up, and his lab tests have improved.
They take the blood from the Papa.
From the Papa. So basically kind of a non-update. He's kind of still in critical condition, but not bedridden.
What the hell does critical mean then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg.
I thought critical was
Break
like,
it down.
Yeah.
Isn't he 88?
Yeah.
Is he 88?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would think
Not
he's in
good.
stable condition. The deadline has come and gone for federal workers to reply or be fired to those Doge emails about what they did at their jobs last week. So while the Office of Personnel Management said initially that responding to the email is voluntary, President Trump has said that not responding to the email could lead to termination. And then last night, just a few hours before the deadline, the Office of Personnel Management issued a new direction telling managers that they had the ability to exempt certain personnel from responding as well as take appropriate actions or non-responses. Quote, agencies should review responses and evaluate non-responses, considering such factors as whether the employee was on excused leave on Monday the 24th or had access to email on that date.
Yeah, that would suck. You're like, I wasn't, what happened, guys? I was gone.
I was locked out of my email.
Well, I know so many people said they don't even have federal email, and that's their excuse. Furthermore, they said agencies should consider any appropriate actions regarding employees who fail to respond to activity/accomplishment requests.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this because we were talking yesterday. I was talking to somebody in the office. And they go, man, I want to show you this thing, but I don't want to look it up on the office computer. They're going to show me this funny thing that it's somewhat inappropriate. I go, well, just come to my office because we were joking about, oh my God, if they ever, first of all, I don't think they ever look. They say they do.
Don't think they
say
do.
they monitor. But like just the stuff that we're looking up in our office for different things, the porno birthday alone.
Oh yeah,
and
so
so
stuff like that.
It became a conversation about like, okay, well, if we had to put like, name 5 things that you did at your job last week.
Yeah,
it's like, well, we got the shipment of butt plugs in, and
Yeah.
I had to look up some porno birthdays and
looked at sphincter size.
Yeah, we learned. You weren't here for this one, Greg, but we learned about some guy who was allergic to his own jizz.
Oh,
and,
no.
Yeah, so it's
Cool.
That would be terrible.
I don't think they'd really look at it unless you're causing an issue on the computer, because we had that at our last job, a guy looking at porn in it.
Yeah.
Like put a bunch of viruses.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right.
And then they check it out.
Yeah.
To find out who did it.
Right. Meanwhile, Starbucks announced plans to lay off 1,100 corporate employees globally. The Starbucks CEO sent out a letter yesterday to Starbucks employees informing those who are going to be laid off. Starbucks is also getting rid of several hundred open and unfilled positions. And part of that letter sent out said that our intent is to operate more efficiently, increase accountability, reduce complexity, and drive better integration.
Okay, so
all
the
buzzwords.
I saw this story and I go, uh-oh. Told my wife, like, uh-oh, they're getting rid of all these drinks to streamline the menu. I don't know if any of these are yours.
Any of your favorites.
Any of your favorite. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, this even sounds fat to me. Like some of this stuff. Like
most of it is just milkshakes.
So
basically.
these are the ones they're getting rid of. The chai cream frappuccino, the caramel ribbon crunch cream frappuccino,
Crunch.
the double chocolatey chip cream frappuccino, chocolate cookie crumble cream frappuccino, white chocolate cream frappuccino, Java chip, white chocolate mocha frappuccino, espresso frappuccino, iced matcha
Matcha-norius?
Okay.
matcha lemonade. And my thing is like
and the nuclear cheesecake lard cappuccino.
yeah, I also like white hot chocolate or royal English breakfast latte or the honey almond milk flat white, whatever the hell that is.
Okay. I mean, if no one's ordering this stuff, why is it like
Why can't they just
gumming up the menu then?
Why can't they do? Well, because apparently,
I mean, guess when somebody does order it does slow things down.
no, because I think like there was a couple on there that my wife said, well, I don't necessarily order that, but like my daughter and her friends love that
this
stuff.
This is after high school, little kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're desserts.
My wife's
It
niece
sounds
likes
like.
one of them. Yeah. Oh, they're totally milkshakes.
Yeah.
But like, why don't they just call it, like, name it something? Like the Big Mac, they don't call it the double patty special sauce. Whatever. And that's where you start getting these big, long run-on names of something.
Yeah.
Right? Just call it something, and
You gotta
people know what
what's
it
in
is.
it, though.
People
Like
seem
if
to
you know
figure
it's
that
a
out.
frappuccino,
Yeah.
but it's difference between cookies and cream and caramel.
Right, but like you get into the almond milk, flat white honey, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to list every ingredient to have it be the name, or can you just say like the?
That's true. And if
yeah.
it's your go-to, you know what's in
My
it.
go-to is like the oat milk, brown sugar, iced coffee. I think
See?
that's the short version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta
but
rename that.
I love that thing.
13 drinks on the way out, guys.
As long as they don't get rid of that one, I'm good.
Sad day. There's a frat at Miami University in Ohio that has been suspended after a student complained of inhumane hazing. So according to the report, this unnamed student was forced to ingest an entire can of chewing tobacco and then do a handstand. But when he tried, he ended up throwing up, and then he got told to eat his own puke.
Oh, there's an idea, Morgan.
But he did not. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Dare for
Join a fraternity.
Yeah, or
That was my first thought when I saw this.
Like,
Yeah, I'll do it.
Your thought
Like,
being what?
Wonder how much money I can make doing this.
yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
This
These
guy.
frats become so pussified, man. Like
Yeah,
that
we-
kind of
Yeah.
stuff we do on morning radio.
Yeah. But it's for money. This is just for friendship.
This is for a true friendship that lasts a
Lifelong growth.
lifetime.
And doesn't it cost you money to join?
A lot.
Yeah. Like you were in a fraternity. Or
Yeah.
sorority, sorry.
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars. And what does that get you?
Well, like $3,000 a year, maybe.
But what does it get you?
You're basically paying for friends, and you do a
The
bunch
party.
of it's a party to get into things.
But you're not living there. You're not living at the house.
No, but you can. I
You
didn't.
can.
But that would be extra.
And that's
That would be
even more money?
Yeah, exactly.
She's doing a very terrible job at explaining this.
All right, we'll see, Beth.
So like for instance, let's say it's $3,000 a year. That's going to cover all your, activities and things like that. So if you hire a DJ for a party, that's going to go into that. If you have to get uniforms for the flag football team that you're playing on, that'll go into that. If it, so on and so forth. The Greek week, all that stuff. Any kind of event or other thing, insurance for the house that
Right.
you're having the party at.
Pizza parties.
Yeah, exactly. Retreats, things of this nature.
Okay.
There's. It's not just going off into the Netherlands.
In the ether.
Yeah.
Going off
paying
to
for
the
things.
Netherlands.
It's like, so how much did you pay for friends? Like when you were
I honestly don't remember that. It's probably because I lived at the house starting almost immediately, and I think I probably still owe them some money. it was probably a few grand a year, but yeah, it's basically it's like a social club. Like if you are part of the
Yeah.
Lions or the Shriners.
It's just like that, except you're touching other people's genitals.
The Elks
Right.
Club.
Yeah, they were really weird about that with us. Like they were because that was like you don't get caught. I'm sure it's terrible with smartphones these days. But yeah, this is one in my Ohio is SAE, which is a big national
Yeah,
fraternity.
SAE.
because usually when these things like puking and touching weens and stuff like that, that's usually like some independent frat. But this is a big one.
This guy also had to do wall sits covered in baby oil, and if he slipped, he was forced to drink. Got forced to stay in a basement, not allowed to leave.
Dude, we don't have to have a meeting for next week now. Like, these are all good ideas. I don't see what the problem is.
This report made by
terrible.
the member of another frat of this unnamed student had come to him and asked to join his frat instead of SAE because he didn't like all this hazing. So now the SAE frat has been suspended.
What a puss, man.
Nah. So that is the latest one.
All right, more Woody Show's coming up.
The Woody Show will be right back.
That's all I needed to hear.
Alt 98.7. LA's new alternative.
Hey, it's Menace. Get